So the hybrids are not like you and me. They don't have that connection with God. They don't have the same, because the angelic aspect of them gets in the way. They have the fallen angels' angelic property mixed in their DNA. You and me don't have that. We can't do telepathy, but we have a direct connection with God the Father. That's why even Jesus Christ, who was God the Father in the human flesh, had to pray. If he was God and he had to pray, what makes us think we're any different, any specialer? He's telling us that we have to pray. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so anyways, they don't feel what we feel. I grew up knowing that every time you do somebody over, you never get away with it. It's something that we humans know. We know that for a fact. We can choose to look away from it, but either way it goes, we're going to pay. Well, they're no different. They're going to pay. They just don't feel the same conviction that we feel. So when I wrote, example, a story called Pale, and James Wan, writer of Saul of Universal Pictures, when he stole my story, and I believe it made overall, I could be wrong, but I believe last I heard it was $500 million. $500 million, $200, $300 million overall. That's, DVD rentals, everything. That's considered my property. So if James Wan did that to me, which he did, then he's violated me already on $200 million worth of damage. That's God. God looks at all that. There's a penny, there's another penny, and it just goes. So that was considered. I mean, I was a sinner when they were hurting me. I wasn't with God. I wasn't a Christian, and God revealed Himself to me and chose to intervene, not because I was some great, Christian, but because they overdid it. They pushed and they pushed and they pushed. And when they took that from me, had they walked away, I believe God wouldn't have had intervened. But because they didn't walk away, is why God intervened. And I'm not saying that they're going to get away with everything they did before that. I'm just saying God's going to deal with them on Judgment Day. James Wan is going to feel pain he never knew existed on Judgment Day. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you. And now he's laughing. He thinks it's cute. I stole your story. Nothing you could do about it. Wow. You're such a great person for that. Should I curtsy first before I address you? So he's gonna have to pay the piper. There's no way around it. James Wan should be fearing Judgment Day because he's gonna have to pay for what he did. That's a big one. That money, my daughter got hurt. That money was used for that money was going to be used for a lot of things to help people. It wasn't really mine. I mean, it was mine, but I was going to give it away and help people. I had a plan for that. That's the reason why I went out there and wrote that story. So James Wan's going to pay the piper on this one. And I just want to let you guys know out there that I might look approachable. I might look destroyable. I might look like an easy target. But God has His eyes on me. And if anyone, gang stalker, anybody hurts me, you are going to be dealt with in this life. I promise you. It's going to backfire on you guys. Sevenfold. Plus, you still got to face Judgment Day, which is a whole other topic altogether. I'm going to look for a lawyer, and I'm coming after James Wan this year. And I can never, ever retrieve what he did. But I can, at the best, I can get back a tiny fraction of it. But I also want to reveal to the world, the public, what he did. Because writers have a code of ethic. In the writing world, stealing someone's story is the worst thing you could do. The writers have a code of ethic with that. That's a big no-no. When you're in a writing group, if you ever get caught doing that, they'll kick you out of the group like that. That's a big no-no. Everyone has their ethics. Well, in the writing world, he's supposed to be a writer. If the writers knew this, he would be shunned, completely shunned. That's a big no-no. And there's no way he can get away with saying that's his story. It has pale stamped all over it. All over it. All he did was took my story and he just dipped it into a ventriloquist theme. That was it. That was it. He just took my story and dipped it into a ventriloquist theme. And I'm not going to ask him to be ashamed about it because he's obviously proud. He thinks it's cute. He's going to suffer, though. Judgment Day is going to come soon, and he's going to suffer. He's going to suffer tremendously. It ain't worth it. He's going to agree with me that it wasn't worth it. Eventually, he's going to agree. He would be smart to get a lawyer and contact me and have the lawyer settle out of court. That would be he'll save his face. He would lessen his punishment. Unless he completely repents, then I already forgave him, but he still got to pay in judgment in the courtroom of God. It's just the way things work. Unless he repents with God all the way, he's gonna hurt. He's gonna hurt badly. So that's why the gang stalkers. That's why God intervened. Because what they were doing, they overpushed it. They overdid it. God, when they were punching me, God's like, okay, and they were just like, bat, 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 bat. Eventually, God goes, okay, that's enough, and that's why he jumped in. James Wan stole my story, and I've already estimated he owes me at least. This is how the way law works. If I take your property and use it without your permission, you actually own all of it. There's no way in hell they're going to pay me all of it. That's like $500 million. But I think they at least should cough up about $5 million. That's a small amount compared to what they took. I was only asking for $500,000 originally. I would have sold the story for $500,000 had he approached me before he stole it. Once he stole it, it was automatically $2 million. Boom. But because it's 13 years later, there's been interest. But they're not going to pay. They're going to laugh things off. They laughed at Noah when the flood came. Noah warned them the flood's coming. They were laughing at him. Then when the water came, they're like, Noah, let us in. We're going to crack this door open. They're laughing. This is coming from God. I know what's happening. I've been praying about this. People are going to pay for what they did to me. They're going to pay bigger than what they did. What they did to me is nothing compared to what's coming their way. And the smart thing to do would be to pay me the money you owe me, and then to cut ties with me. And you do that, that would be the smartest decision they made to date. That would be the smartest decision. They can say, okay, that case is done, it's settled. Things are back to normal. That's it. But I'm gonna get a lawyer, and whether I win or lose, I'm gonna let the public know. So hopefully James Wan is smart and settles out of court before he gets embarrassed. Because I figured out some things, some ways to take him down quickly, legally.